Express Mzansi. It is a Thursday, and I'm already loving Chef Aya's vibe as our guest in the kitchen. You got a little express yourself.
Lalela, I can't wait to get to it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Same here, I'm so excited. Dumi, welcome back, hun.
It feels good to be back, and I hope you've got 15 minutes to spare for us.
Well, I've got more than that.
All right, perfect.
Because time is of the essence as we continue to show you meals that you can whip up in 15 minutes on this afternoon Express Masterclass with me, Balisa Tembe. The cook dude Chef Aya, is back in our kitchen, baby, as we fry out a chili fried egg with garlicky yogurt, a Mexican bean nacho salad served with charred avo, a garlic and chicken pasta with basil pesto dressing, and yummy ice cream sandwiches. Now, if your faces look as exciting as these two chefs, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for all of the details. Now, all those chili and egg lovers out there, you need to pay attention because we're truly in for a real treat. How does chili fried egg with garlicky yogurt sound to brighten up your day and to get you back into the swing of things? To me, this sounds delicious.
My friend, you know me, I'm already hungry. I'm putting the stoves on. I think let's just get started. Let's not even waste South Africa's time. This chili egg and garlic yogurt dressing thing, imunandi, ne? And it has levels of flavor. We're starting off with a chili spread that we put on top. And what this uses is our Clover Classic fat spread that I'm going to put. And if people don't worry, you might think that this is a lot. The whole idea is this is where the flavor is going to be. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to scoop another one there just to put, because the thing is you can use it for spreading, you can use it for cooking. In this instance, we're using it as a topping on top of our eggs. And into this, I'm going in with a bit of chili, where my girl Bali loves.
I do. What I love about chili as well as you do continue, it's got that vitamin C in. A lot of people don't know chili is high in vitamin C. And I can also kind of, as we are talking about vitamins, even your Clover Classic fat spread, it's a source of 10 vitamins. So, you know, we're doubling up on the vitamins on vitamins on vitamins.
You know how we do. Now, we're just going to let that do its thing because for us to have a chili egg, we need an egg. So I figure, how's about Chef does the egg
Yes,
part?
I mean, we're going to do eggs. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they mess eggs up a lot. And eggs, they might look like a simple thing to do. So I do my eggs from a cold pan.
Okay.
The idea with fried eggs, you know, I don't like the brown color to them. So I want to start cooking them from cold. But if you want that crunchiness on them, you can actually go for...
You can already heat up your pan.
Yeah, and then you're going to get that nice brownie crunch. But also, there's a trick that I discovered, like, back in the days that I always use. You know, if you are intimidated by having to flip your egg over, or if you want to make it sunny side up, or also it's sunny side up, but it's not cooked well on the side. So what you do, you just cover it with a lid, and then you let that cook slowly. What happens is that the evaporation, it just cooks the egg perfectly. And also, the other thing, I don't add seasoning while I'm cooking my fried eggs, because I don't like the image of them colored and the spots.
You see the little
all
sticks.
Of that. Nah, I always do that later on. So you're just gonna let it there now, cook slowly, and yeah, it's gonna be a perfect sunny side up. So you can actually get a sunny side up, there's a sunny side up, and is it over, you just keep there for like 2 minutes extra.
Because essentially, Tommy, you know when you have time to flip it, and then you flip it and then the egg goes...
Exactly. And then
it slides off completely.
And the beauty about it also as well, you can switch off your pan when it gets to this stage, right? And then the cooking process is still happening. So you're done with the egg. The egg is finished now. We're just gonna wait for Jimmy to give us that beautiful chili butter.
Some people don't like too much chili. So if you have a bit of this chili spread, but you want something to cool it down, this is where this yogurt dressing, this yogurt dip comes in. And it starts off with our parsley. I love the earthy tones of parsley. It's so refreshing. It's so awakening. If you chew on anything that's got parsley, it definitely awakens your palate. And into that, we've got some garlic. I've also got some yogurt that's going in here. Some people would want to use mayo, but I think stick to the yogurt because of the creaminess. Stick to the tanginess of it because it's gonna give you a nice flavor bite with the freshness of the parsley, the freshness of, you know, the garlic, and together with the egg. Chef, I don't know how far you are with that.
No, the egg is ready. Ready for you and the chili now.
Ready for me?
Yeah.
Now, I'm very curious about Chef. When I thought about this recipe, I just can't imagine how it comes together on a plate, and now I see it. I was confused as to that yogurty, that garlicky yogurt. How does it carry an egg? Because I always thought that the egg would be heavy. But I also love the fact that you've paired it here with the side. So help me understand, maybe you might not know the origins of it, but how does one even think up something like this?
I think, like we said, it's probably someone that wanted something that is delicious, but that is quick and easy to make. You know, you want a breakfast, but you don't want to have to wait hours to, you know, thaw the bacon, perhaps. You want something that's quick and easy that you can have now. This is perfectly it. Also, the plate has to look nice, right? So
yes.
I'm gonna chef it up.
And I like the fact that you use, like, you know, the chunky garlic. I mean, I love that surprise bite of a garlic while you eat your food. That's just surprising, and it's beautiful, it's amazing. And I like the fact that you use chili flakes. They're less hotter than probably fresh chili, yeah.
Are you tasting what Chef Aya is busy talking about the freshness of that garlic, you know, the
and the earthiness of the herbs.
The earthiness of the herbs, just calming everything down.
Absolutely. First of all, if you're not a chili type of person or you're afraid of some chili, this dish is still for you because that garlicky yogurt is just the perfect accompaniment to just tone down those chili flavors. I'm so here for it. This is actually more tastier than it looks. Exactly. The flavor truly is there.
I don't even want to put this egg down because it's done an amalgamation of flavor. It's all three of us here. One for me, one for you, one for Pali.
Stunning!
And then I'm just going to put them down all together again.
See how easy it is to also move it from the pan, and it's just a very beautiful, excellent egg.
And that's our chili oil. And what's going to happen then is for people that still want their egg to cook further, when the heat hits the egg, it continues to cook it even
And this is what, you know, the true telltale of a perfect sunny side egg is the runniness of the yolk. So let's see.
I mean...
Oh, wow, that is... Ooh, look at that. I'm here for it. I'm definitely trying this Sunday morning. And if you also want to try it this weekend, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za to get this recipe.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, we're going to continue with our cooking shortly, but on social media, this is what we're saying to you. Warm summer days call for quick and easy cooking. So what is always in your fridge during summertime? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. It's going to be exciting to see what the people have out there in their fridges. Who knows, maybe I might be visiting your fridge soon. Now, coming up, we're showing you a tasty Mexican bean nacho salad served with charred avo that is sure to become a summer favorite. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, have you ever wondered what you would do with 10,000 Rand? Well, hopefully that dream is about to come true for one young chef, all thanks to Excella Young Chefs competition. Although this isn't made in under 15 minutes, our first contestant whips up a delicious stovetop chicken biryani. Let's take a look. We've recently invited newly qualified chefs to enter the Excella Young Chef competition. We have our 4 finalists who will have the opportunity to prepare their signature dishes in just 1 hour over the next 4 weeks. Our judges will then select their top 2 finalists who will go head-to-head for the grand prize of 10,000 Rand in cash. Today, I'm happy to introduce our first contestant, Nolan Adimulum, a young chef from Pietermaritzburg who will be preparing his signature chicken biryani. But first, let's find out more about him.
I'm Nolan Adimulum from Pietermaritzburg and I'm 21 years old. I studied medicine for about 2 years and thereafter I realized my passion for cooking because I used to cook family meal for all of my students and all my res mates. So when they said, no, you really can cook, my new passion awoke. And I said, okay, I am changing my career path, and I went to Jackie Cameron. I decided to enter this competition because I know I have what it takes to win the competition, first of all. I always wanted to be on TV, and when I saw that it was Afternoon Express, I was ecstatic because I always watched Afternoon Express and I love seeing Palesa and Chef Tumi on TV, so I always wanted to meet them as well.
That was so incredibly sweet, but I hope that your cooking will be even sweeter. Are you ready?
I'm ready, I'm steady, and let's go.
Good to go. Well, your 1 hour starts now. Take it away.
I've put my rice on to boil because I want that to cook in time. An hour to cook biryani seems a bit insane, but I'm going to do it, and this is my version, so easy, quick, and we're going to do it. So I've used bay leaves and cinnamon in my Excella rice because I want to enhance the flavor that Excella rice already does have, and it's just going to bring it so much more deliciousness to the plate. We love cooking on the fire at home, and my dad is the best biryani cook. We actually travel even to Durban to cook biryani for his cousins and family in Durban, and I would like to give him an award actually for biryani because no one has beat his biryani so far. So this masala is from home. It's a mix of Kashmiri chili powder, chicken tikka masala, and coriander powder and cumin powder. I'm going to add some turmeric. So even though my dad is the best biryani cook, I grew up in the kitchen with my gran. And learning how to cook all the best curries and biryanis and all the tasty eats like bhaja.
Now, Nolan, it seems as if you're quite far in your presentation of your signature dish. This is me telling you you are 15 minutes into your challenge, meaning you've got 45 more minutes to go. But I'm already picking up some differences in biryani wako. What makes yours so special?
Normally you would cook the biryani, like I said, in the oven. But mine, I'm cooking my rice first, and then once that's parboiled and almost cooked, I'm going to add it into my chicken mix so that it can absorb all the flavors and all that spices.
To accompany the heat coming from the chicken biryani, our young chef has decided to accompany it with a raita. He's chopping up his herbs, cucumber, that's all going to go into that beautiful dairy dish. Nolan has mentioned that he's going to be browning his onion rings first and then adding them to the top of his chicken biryani. I'm very obsessed with this tip because it essentially elevates the flavors of the biryani, adding a certain sweetness.
So I'm going to add in my rice into my biryani. It's just been strained, and I'm just going to add it in slowly and then give it a good mix, and then I'm going to let it steam when I close the lid.
As Nolan mixes up all of his ingredients, the chicken biryani is slowly coming together. It's time to plate, and you know what they say, you first eat with your eyes before your mouth, and hopefully this looks good. Just like that, with 2 minutes on the clock to spare, you're finished. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel so much better now, but I'm so glad everything went to plan, Pali.
I can't wait for the judges to have a taste of this
I can't wait either.
and be giving their critiques on what they think of Chef Nolan's cooking.
I hope it knocks their socks off, honestly. Wow, it was a marvelous experience, and I will take this with me forward wherever I go. When people see me in any shop, they'll say, "Oh, you were on Afternoon Express," and I say, "Yes, that's me." I'm 150% sure, and I'm very, very confident that I will be in the semi-finals.
Nolan's apron is down and it's time for the judging. But before we get into the critique of the food, let's meet our judges. We've got the Afternoon Express producer and TV chef, Anal Porgiter. Are you excited to taste
I'm
Nolan's food?
super excited. I love biryani and I love spices.
Still me, as the Afternoon Express resident chef, foodie, award-winning chef of all things Rising Star. Do you think we've got a Rising Star, Nolan?
I definitely do, Balasa. When I was looking at him cooking, he had the confidence. I think we now have to prove the pudding, as we always say.
Yep, the proof is in the pudding, so let's get eating.
There's a little party in my mouth at the moment with all these ingredients, and I feel that heat of the chili. It's just coming back slowly, 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 and the raita is cooling it down.
All the spices he promised are definitely there. There is that heat that hits you just a little, it's not too much, but it is there. And for someone like myself who doesn't like food that's too spicy or too hot, this is actually quite great because then I can actually still enjoy the biryani without feeling like it's overwhelming.
How's the raita balancing out those flavors?
It's beautiful. The raita is there to cool everything down, and there's mint in the raita, and that is coming through that beautiful mint flavor. I really enjoy it. I don't know if he tasted the dish afterwards, because I think it says a bit of seasoning, that I need here.
I agree with that as well, and I guess because of the step that was removed in terms of doing it in the oven with the rice being able to be fluffy, it's a little more stewy, if I was to put it that way. But the flavors are there, and I think that's the most important part, because this is a makeshift one, but the flavors are definitely there.
All the best to Nolan as we do continue this competition. Being first up is never easy. What an exciting way to kick off the Exceller Young Chef competition. Now, if you want the details and the recipe list to Nolan's incredible chicken biryani, please do head over to www.afternoonexpress.co.za and you can dig into this amazing food. The pressure was on. Nolan, I was transported straight back to your challenge, but congratulations, brother. Contestant number 1 done and dusted. Now back to the cooking. Are you looking for inspiration for a quick, easy and flavoursome dish that you can prepare on a time crunch? Well, look no further than our Mexican bean nacho salad with charred avo. That is perfect for snacking or even those upcoming game nights. Now, let's play more games. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to be doing the nachos. This is just another way of doing them. I have a bowl here with the nachos and I've got cheese. So I've got cheddar cheese here. You can always play around with your cheese, your mozzarella. You can use acre if you want to, but depending on what you want. And also I like to keep, some on the side, which I'm going to sprinkle on the side of the tray, because I just like the idea of having that crispiness of the cheese, stuck on the pan.
Yes.
That's like another nacho, but dairy one, And then some chili, depending on how much you love your chili, and it's not Mexican if it doesn't have chili. Exactly.
Now, I hope my mother is watching and paying very close attention because my mom loves nachos. She calls them ama machos. It's like, ama machos, man. So, Mom, I hope you're paying attention. It's just a really quick, simple, easy recipe. But for people who are unfamiliar with nachos and what it's all about, who wants to shed some light on the idea and the concept of these nacho chips?
I was going to say Mexican specifically, but I think that the South Americas, those countries a lot like to indulge or enjoy this type of dish because I think it's more of a snack. We have it as a snack in South Africa, but it's a meal to them. Like you pop it, like you put all those ingredients on it, like what we're going to put on right now.
And we need corn chips. Was it corn chips?
So it's corn chips that are, most times they make it with like actual tortilla chips, and then they basically layer it with flavors. You've got those corn chips that have got different kinds of flavors on them, and then you layer different kinds of stuff on there. But instead of just making nachos, we're making a nacho salad.
Yeah, a nacho bean salad because black beans are also traditional in Mexican cuisine and Mexican food.
And
so
we're trying to be as authentic as we can, for them to really, feel like they're in Mexico when you're doing this. I'm just gonna be trying the avos. Make sure that your grill is very hot when you're doing this, and You know, there's just this memory I get every time I'm having charred food. It's like it could be a steak or something, but you know the lines of in the food for me it reminds me of back in the days. You know, there's just memories that come with it, and also the impact this chow is gonna have on this ever is gonna give it that nice smokiness to it, which also is gonna with the nachos. It's gonna
elevate the taste.
It's gonna be amazing.
We're gonna get back to the Avo station when those are done. Dumi, do you want to talk us through that Mexican bean nacho salad on the side?
Now, another thing that makes them very signature, we talked about the beans, is that these beans are not just served as they are. Normally, when they have them, they would fry them, and they're called refried beans. So what I've got here is I've got some red kidney beans. As you can tell, my pan is super hot. And also a mix of other beans here. We've got some chickpeas, we've got some kidney beans, and you can, change it up however you like. But to make sure it's got that specific Mexican flavor, we're going in with some cumino, as well as some coriander.
Yes.
They call it, what's the...
Cilantro.
Cilantro, yes. We're adding in some cilantro here to make sure that we've got those Mexican flavors in there. It is also very important to make sure that you season this. The whole idea here, I'm going to turn up the heat because you want it to be crispy. Because you said something earlier that it's like popcorn, right?
Yes.
It's like cooked popcorn. So once it's cooked, it's got those flavors in there. And then we're serving this as a salad. So as with any salad, there has to be a dressing. And ours is quite simple. We have some yogurt over here. And I'm going to do it a little different, guys. Normally, you make your dressing on the side, and then you put everything, you toss everything in it. I'm going to do it a little different because I'm going to be chopping up all our ingredients here. I've started with my spring onion. I will then go in with some jalapeno, because is it really a Mexican dish without the jalapeno?
Obvious.
Adding these into this dish as well. And instead of making the dressing on the side, like I said, I'm going to put everything in here and toss it. Because it's a quick and easy dessert, so we want to eat it now as well.
Okay. Dumi, love that on our station. Now, in my opinion, nachos are not complete without a good guacamole. You know that guac. But this is a different way of enjoying guacamole, honey. Tell us about this chart.
So, look, you know, we're deconstructing everything now. You know, we used to that nice chunky guacamole, but now we're just putting everything on the plate for you to create it yourself. We want you to be part of the creativity on the plate. So we're just going to have that on the side, but also I'm just going to drizzle, you know, some lemon when it's done there to just keep it away from turning brown. And also that lemon is going to add so much flavor when I'm adding salt to it and then on the dish.
I was very, very concerned when we did start cooking. I was just like, chef's pan looks really, really hot. As you can see, there's steam in the kitchen. If you were in here, trust me, there's no need for jerseys. So I thought that he overdid it with the heat. But in fact, it's perfect.
Look how beautiful that looks. And then I'm just going to squeeze in some lemon, and then I'm just going to, you know, some oil. And also, you know, with this, what you said, to be crispy, you really need to leave it there and not really shake the pan until, you know, you hear those sounds.
Correct.
Look at you, also.
I'm helping. Even though chef's knife doesn't want me to win.
Exactly.
Normally what would happen is you'd want to make sure that you're, like what I've got this dish for here, I've got it for the dressing. So instead of putting that for the dressing, I'm going to put our nachos in there. So this is where the salad comes in. If you want to make it a salad, you can incorporate everything together. But some people might think that the dressing will make the nachos soggy. So you don't have to do that. You can actually put them on the side as well. And like we're speaking about game nights, the country is opening up now. So people can actually go and watch soccer and all these things, and this is the perfect dish for people to snack on while they're watching the game. And I want you to tell me if you're tasting those flavors we spoke about. Can you see that chow we're talking about? That's where the flavor
See, now with that cumin and the chardonnay, it's going to give you that meaty vibe. You see, for vegans now, that's perfect. Because now they're going to have a sense of some meaty vibes, even though they don't know how it tastes like, or some of them do not.
Absolutely. So, Mom, you're probably going to want to find out how I feel about this. This is delicious. It tastes even better than the nachos I made. So trust me, you're going to want to try this at home. And if you want to be just like my mom, stop salivating, just hurry over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full recipe and ingredients list to this quick, easy delight. back to Afternoon Express. It seems as if the pans are already on a very hot stove top. Well, let's get cooking. Now, you are going to just love this garlic and chicken pasta. It's full of flavor, and what's more, we're adding an extra herbiness with a homemade almond and basil pesto dressing. Quick and delicious. Well, Chef, who's starting this one off?
So I'm going to start this one off because I'm doing a one-pot wonder. This is just going to be...
Dumi's face. Dumi feels betrayed. What's going on, Dumi?
Do you want to start first?
No, you can go ahead.
Actually, ladies first. Let me be nice. Ladies first. Ladies first. You can go ahead. So I've got these beautiful fillets in front of me that I'm just going to season, and then I'm going to put them in this crisp paper, and then I'm going to beat them a bit. Well, I'm going to let you take the stress out. I feel the stress out.
Oh, I do love tenderizing meat.
Exactly.
I don't go to the gym, South Africa. Okay, the secret is out. I'm Jamie.
So
but what I do is put in that, you know when you're doing housework and you've put in that extra level of elbow grease, that's what it's all about.
So
but why is it important to tenderize the...
So it's to make the meat cook evenly, and also to kind of get those beautiful textures into them, and then at the same time to make it cook quicker and evenly. Oh. Exactly. So here you go. Go easy on it, please.
Oh, no, there's no such.
So the most important thing about this dish is that I'm going to put the chicken. It's all knowing what cooks quick first and what cooks the longest. So I'm going to put the chicken there, and I'm going to 5 minutes on each side, and then I'm going to start adding my tomatoes, my herbs, my seeds.
Yo.
Okay, right. No, chill.
Frustration out.
So let me just do this quickly.
Okay, stunning. And then that's essentially
then that's
chicken
it.
station.
Yep. And I'm going to just put it here gently.
I'm not sure if everyone saw, but you actually seasoned your meat before you even started.
So that we let that suck in. But if you can do that before overnight, then you're going to wake up in the morning with a beautiful, flavorful chicken.
Wow.
So
it seems as if, yes, we are creating meals in 15 minutes, but if you do want that extra added kind of love and care into the dish, you can pre-season your meat, keep it overnight, and then the next morning when it's
also, I mean, I never put black pepper on the chicken. I always use white pepper because I also like to keep my food clean. But I'm not saying you shouldn't. You should if you want to, but you know I eat with my eyes first, and also I want everything to be perfect in front of me.
Yeah, Chef Aya is definitely a perfectionist. Dumi, are you keeping things perfect on that station?
I definitely am, because what I've done is I've already started even with my pesto. And to keep it basic, how you normally know that it's a pesto, we're going to be crushing it. And instead of going with a pestle and mortar this time, I'm going to be using a blender. Okay. And into this little container, I've got our basil, I've added a bit of salt and pepper. And as with most pestos, if you're going to be making a typical pesto, you'd also add some garlic in there as well as some parmesan. But how we're making this a little different is that I'm going to be adding some blanched almonds. And most times a pesto, typical pestos are made with pine nuts. But instead, I'm going to be adding some blanched almonds. And I think what we're trying to show you here, we did a pesto last week that had some ingredients in it. This time we're doing something different to show you how creative you can get when it comes to this. The whole idea now is we want this to blend up together and get us that pesto consistency. But because we said that we're making it nice and garlicky, we want something to tone down those flavors of the garlic because it's going in raw, right? Yeah. What we want to do then is we're going to add some of our Clover classic dairy snack. And so what I'm going to do is let me start actually spooning this in, and then I'll pour the pesto into it. I mean, it's perfect because it's a source of 10 vitamins. And yes, today we're using the 1 kg pack as well. And I love the fact that it's made with Clover's unique recipe. It's rich and creamy. It's perfect addition to anything. Now, I'm going to start adding our pesto into this dish. And there we go. Mix it all together. So this is going to cool down the flavors in there.
That looks amazing.
But then still give it additional flavor because this is where the sauce comes from.
Stunning. And speaking about the flavors in here, Chef, your pot looks amazing.
It looks amazing. So you see now I'm getting all the juices out of the tomatoes, but don't worry about it being charred because that's also it's gonna add a beautiful flavor to the dish. So now with that cooking on, I'm just gonna turn it down to 2, and then while it's there, it's still cooking. And I'm just gonna add my spinach. There's rosemary there, and then there's some seeds that I've added. So because I like my pasta mild, I'm not gonna chop these. I'm just gonna put them there like that. And also now when they cook, they're gonna start to pop. And then when they start to pop, those seeds might get out, but then I like mild.
So that's for a mild flavor. I love the tips and tricks. I just would have put less chili.
Yeah. And the best part about what Chef has done is that because you want to keep it mild, you can then pick out the chili. The oil is now seasoned and is infused with the chili, but it's not overly overpowering.
Now, Dumi, I do have the finished product chat, but I'm going to run over to your side because I love a good pesto within a pasta, but it's my first time trying a pesto dressing. So I can see already the consistency is a lot more runnier, so let's have the flavor.
And I love how you always play around with your pestos.
Yeah.
The last time
The flavor's there.
Can you taste them? The last time we made like an apple.
Yes, yes.
It was
You did
so
a very
nice.
fresh one. Now, Pali, you see you've tasted the fresh one now. I want you to let us know how it tastes when it's cooked, because now all of this is getting cooked together. Chef, let me know when I can actually pop in this pesto dressing into there, because now you've tasted the fresh, you're going to taste the cooked, and let us know how it works, because you can actually even leave this.
Oh, yeah.
Let this cook down and then add this at the end, and then now it becomes a salad.
So you see this one, this is done. Now I'm gonna let the chicken rest on the side a bit. The pan is still hot, the cooking process is still happening, and the beauty about using a very thick pan is that the heat stays for long.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch this off and I'm done. And now over to you.
Should I add the pesto now?
You can.
All right.
Lalelani, this is delicious. The pasta is prepared perfectly. It's al dente. And also there's a little trick, Dumi, that you were telling me about the pasta. Sometimes I don't have the right pasta for whatever I want to prepare, whether it's something saucy or whether it's something a little bit more salad-like. Today we a little bit more adventurous with our pasta. Those look like lasagna sheets.
Correct.
So I use lasagna sheets. As you can see, they look very beautiful. And also when you cut them in half, they kind of look like artichokes when they mix with the chicken that's sliced. So
They do look. They really do look like little artichokes.
Exactly, and also with that, with the pesto that she made, and now we're finishing off with the parmesan cheese. And imagine this in the middle of the table with your friends, and some nice, juice and bread.
The flavor is delicious.
That
I
looks
love the
amazing.
creaminess
That looks
as well of this dressing. So it seems as if we did it again, South Africa. We created a pesto pasta salad again, but we put our own little je ne sais quoi. And if you want in on this, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
Experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom's Red plans and amazing Black Friday deals with up to 70% off smartphones, laptops, fiber and more every weekend this November. I mean, Dumi, don't you just love a great Black Friday deal, especially those that are just too good to be true?
I've been waiting for Black Friday because I've been having a bad year with my phone this year. If it's not breaking, it's falling. If it's not network, it's other things. So I need myself a new phone.
I'll be happy to tell you that Vodacom is having some amazing deals every weekend this November. And one that really has me buzzing has to be the new Samsung Z Flip 3. For only 1,599 Rand per month, you can get the new Samsung Z Flip 3 with 10 gigabytes Red Core more data and 800 minutes, plus so many free extras to the value of 6,999 Rand.
The extras to the value of 6,990. You had me at free. Carry on. Carry on.
Well, Dumi, these extras, they all include, number one, Samsung Buds 2, the Galaxy Watch Active 4, and deals that can only be bought and gotten this weekend alone.
Weekend Pella, so it's a weekend special.
Yeah, but you can also, Dumi, get a SIM-only package with 600 gigabyte data for only 299 Rand per month, which was previously 999 Rand per month. That's 70% off.
If that's not a giveaway, I don't know what is.
Well, these deals truly are amazing, and I just love the new look and feel of the Samsung Z Flip 3, wouldn't you?
Are you talking about the one that fits into your pocket, like that one that you can fit into a little purse?
That's the same phone, Dumi. It's a flip phone, but what I love the most about it is that it does unfold into a full-screen 5G smartphone. I mean, it flexes to your favorite angles, and it has that super strong aluminium armor. So you know where to go most this weekend.
I'm heading right there to Vodacom.
Absolutely, South Africa. You know where to get in on all of these incredible Black Friday deals. Head over to Vodacom and unlock these great deals and unlock Red this November.
Unlock Black Friday deals with Vodacom every weekend this November with up to 70% off smartphones, laptops, fiber and more. Don't miss out. Further together. Vodacom.
I hope that you've got your sleeves rolled up, aprons down, because we're about to play a very fun game. We're back again with this week our food word Scrabble game, which takes the ingredients generally used on the show, scrambles up these words, and we need you to guess the words. Now, how it works is that the scrambled word will will appear on the screen, and the first person to guess the correct word needs to shout out their name. It's as simple as that. You ready? Can we please have our first word on board? It's in. Huh? You see, this is what the game is all about. This week we decided to make it a little bit more challenging. But remember, it's food related. No. It's all about kitchen.
Yes, do me. Yes, seasoning.
Let's see
Jesus Christ, it is.
if seasoning. Let's see if seasoning is the answer.
Wow.
Yes!
How did I miss that?
Let's get the second word on board. The second word is now on board. The guests, yes,
No.
Chef.
Is that Blanche?
Let's see, is it Blanche? Let us get it up on the board. Yes! Congratulations! See, trust yourself.
All right.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. Let's have the third word on board and let's see if they're going to be able to scramble it up. It is in. What? Yeah, this one is a bit more difficult. I think when you start with a vowel.
Do me.
Yes, do me.
It has to be braised.
Let's see if it's braised. Let's unscramble the conundrum queen. A conundrum queen. It is braised. It's super simple. So right now on the board, Dumi's got 2 points. Aya has got 1 point. Hopefully Aya is able to level up the scores with this next one. You ready?
Bring it on.
Let us have the fourth word on board.
Aya.
Yes, Chef Aya.
Appetizer.
Yeah! Oh, let's unscramble it. I'm very excited. Yes! I'm just excited that someone's able to guess something. But absolutely, you got that one right.
Yep.
Congratulations. Let's get the fifth word on board. Dumi seems to be shaking a little bit, Dumi, but it is in. Let's see if they're able to unscramble, unjumble the food word Scrabble.
Alhambak.
It seems as if we've stumped the chefs.
Get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Do me. Yes.
If you get it
Yes,
right, I'm walking out.
My name is Dumi.
If you say it, I'm walking out.
Bechamel.
Bechamel sauce.
Oh, no, come on, let's
I'm
unscramble
out
it.
of here. I am out of here. I'm out of here.
The next word comes up on board.
Aren't we done?
Why ask Kakaqeti? You know when you can hear a pin drop in the kitchen, in the loft? Hopefully at home you are doing better than the chefs. Panchea. What is that? What could that possibly be?
I thought it was pancetta, but it's not pancetta.
I'm going to start counting you down from 5. I'm so sad. At home, 3, 2.
I have no idea.
Oh, my goodness.
Angos.
Please maybe just unscramble it and give them the answer because wow.
Wow.
Disappointing. Disa.
And I'm actually doing those tonight.
Yeah, Chef Aya actually has a plating like in an hour at 8 p.m. So good luck to you, homeboy, because you need to be serving up some of this. Hopefully it tastes better than the general knowledge. And on that note, can we have the last word on board? Dumi right now is leading, but this is your opportunity, Aya, to square up with Dumi, and you guys are split this week. So it is in. Let's see if you guys get... The winner,
but
Aya.
No.
Aya.
What is it, Aya?
It's chutney.
Let's unscramble the words. Let's see if it is chutney.
Ah, man.
Now imagine if you had walked out.
La lela.
And I did say at the end there that winner takes it all. So even though this point now gives Aya the third that she needed, or that he needed, he takes it all because chutney, I mean, it was pretty difficult.
It was.
I'm the blessed one.
Now, don't move a muscle, South Africa. Stick around because when we return, we're heading straight back into the kitchen, honey, and we're going to make sure that we've got you sorted for dessert. We're making ice cream sandwiches in under 15 minutes. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now we are stretching. We are making sure that the bones are working accordingly because we are about to cool things down. I mean, and as we do cool things down and let off some steam with this delicious ice cream sandwiches that are not only refreshing, but they'll be ready quicker than you can say, ice, ice, baby.
Baby.
See what I
now
did
for all
there?
the babies
Little
out
babies.
there, your inner baby, your small
Are you guys
baby.
are you talking to me? Am I the baby? Yeah.
You're our baby.
We are talking about other babies as well. This is the perfect way, like you said, Palisa, to cool off. Now, you've gone on the date with your girl. She's high in high hopes. She's happy. She's like, yes, my heart is beating. You're like, let me cool it down, baby. Let me cool it down. Now, we've got this ice cream hack over here. I know
Love
I'm
it.
sure you've seen ice cream comes in these little tubs, and people are always wondering, I want to make my ice cream sandwich, but that means I must scoop this and do that and so much work. Don't worry, 15 minutes, this is done.
Okay.
So you buy one of these little babies. In fact, before I go carry on, actually, yours is more important.
But mine is very easy because I just need to forget about it. The double boiler, and then I just put my chocolate in there, whichever flavor chocolate you want to use. I'm using now a creamy one, a very nice milky one, so not a creamy one. And then I've got the peppermint one here, but I'm just going to go for the original flavor so that you guys can play along with all the other flavors.
Yeah, because we're decorating at the end of the day. So whatever chef is melting in that double boiler, that chocolate is going to be accompanied quite perfectly with our ice cream sandwiches. Now, if you've never had an ice cream sandwich, honey, where have you been? They really do remind me of growing up because they're just also so easy to eat, so fun, and I'm just obsessed with the textures. So, Domi, what is important to remember when you do create an ice cream sandwich? Because this ice cream, it seems perfect. Is this a different consistency, texture? Because why is it not melting?
Well, this is because we're using ice cream, and ice cream is different to soft serve in that the fat content in there and the cream content is what makes it solid, whereas the soft serve has a lesser content of that. But just to come back to what the ice cream sandwich is, it's in essence ice cream sandwiched between two cakes or cookies or biscuits. It has to be a harder base. Whenever we're talking about that, the ice cream sandwich, the base of it has to be a nice hard biscuit or cookie. You cannot use tea biscuits. You cannot use scones, guys. You must make sure that it's a nice tough cookie. When we talk about a tough cookie, this is what we're talking about.
But I mean, for the ones that then don't like tough cookies and they want them nice, soft, and chewy.
You can do that. Just make sure that your ice cream is at least soft enough, because if you try and press down, then it's going to break apart. You can't use wafers here, because once you start pressing them together, then your wafers are going to crumble up and then the sandwich doesn't happen. So, Pali, before you even cut your next layer, I think sandwich your ice cream with the other layer and press it down. This also helps so that the tops and the bottom don't fall apart.
Oh, I love that.
And that's our first ice cream sandwich. And you understand that first of all, it's store-bought ice cream, meaning that you don't have to worry about hours of making the ice cream. 2, you've got your cookies yourself. You're making the sandwich at home. It's simple. You go and present this to people, and people think it's a masterpiece. You bought it somewhere.
Stunning. No, I'm so here for it. And something else that's very exciting to me about this dish is the fact that, like, I can't imagine using any other sandwich. Like, we can't use a rusk. We can't use biscotti because those are all very tough. They're very hard. But we also can't use something super soft, as Dumi has says, like wafer. We have to find the perfect in-between. Just like this ice cream is that perfect ice cream for something like this.
And I think the biggest hack with this recipe is that we're using a tub. So you buy the ice cream in the tub, just decant it, or if you don't even have to decant it, you can cut it in the tub itself. Just make sure you cut these thick layers like what we're doing right now. And you've, in essence, created an ice cream sandwich in a short space of time that is a quick and easy dessert for anyone that's in the house. And we keep talking about game nights. It's that time of the year now where people want to entertain, so this would be the perfect snack to entertain.
And I think like the perfect trick also for this is to make sure that you work in a surface that doesn't have a lot of warmth around, because your ice cream is going to melt. And also the other trick is that, like what they did here, they had these in the freezer as well, so you can use like a steel one or chopping boards or whatever. It also going to maintain the hardness of the ice cream. It's going to stop it from melting quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And then if you also want to make these ahead, even though it's 15 minutes to make, you can make them ahead and then refreeze them after you've sandwiched them in between.
I feel like I'm the judge today. I have the easiest job, and all I'm going to do now, I'm going to taste one and then see which one is better.
Okay. I'm using some gold plate here, some gold leaf. You know, we're elevating here in the kitchen. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. But what I love about this, Dumi, is that's exactly it. Everything was already store-bought. We kind of just put it together ourselves. Talk about something that ordinarily you'd think would be so difficult. You've made it just so easy. busy. And if you would like to get in on some of this fun magic and have truly memorable moments with your kids, please do head over to our Afternoon Express website and you'll be able to make this tasty dish. Now stick around for a little more Afternoon Express as we are enjoying these quick and easy to whip up meals. We all know the importance of life insurance and a funeral plan. But what happens when your family grows and you are the provider and caretaker for those around you? Well, with the right kind of insurance provider, you can now extend your cover to those who matter most. Let's take a look. As your life changes and your family begins to grow, it's critical that your insurance policies grow with you and meet your new needs. Today, I'm meeting with the Standard Bank insurance team to find out all about third-party cover and how you can protect your loved ones. Muligo and Sonia, thank you so much for sitting down with me again and breaking down everything around insurance policies. I mean, if I have an insurance policy out just for myself, am I able then to extend that to my family, for example, my grandmother?
So yes, you have options. You can either add them to your own policy as an extended family member and pay a premium for that extra life, or or you can take out their own policy and you be the premium payer. The important thing to note is that there must be an insurable interest for you to take out cover for someone else.
Wait a minute, what is insurable interest?
Basically what insurable interest is, it's a relationship that exists between you as the premium payer and the life that you have insured. So basically it's jargon, but what it means is that before you take out insurance on anyone, you need to make sure that there is a relationship. For example, that relationship can be an uncle, an elderly parent, and the key is that person should be financially dependent on you, right? And should anything happen to them, they pass away, you will be responsible for the taking care of the burial, the expenses that go with that, and that would have to be proven at claim stage when you claim for that particular funeral plan.
So whether it's family or a random person on the street, I do believe that, you know, anyone that comes into my space and in my house is my family. For example, my nanny, domestic worker, or gardener. So then can I then extend this cover to them?
Yes, you can, but then you'll have an employer-employee relationship. You then, as the premium payer, cannot be the beneficiary, and they will have to nominate a beneficiary on their own policy.
It will be important that you have the discussion with your employee just to make sure that you are on the same page, because some of these benefits are used as employee benefits, part of their package, their remuneration package. So you just need to make sure that they understand it too. Consent will be, of course, important. And then finally, you need to be aware of the fact that they normally don't have pension funds. So those kind of benefits can be used for that purpose.
Very important to keep open lines of communication the entire time. I mean, they do say blood is thicker than water, but it's essential to make sure that everyone is covered. Thank you both so much. Protect yourself and those that matter the most to you by ensuring that you have the insurance portfolio that best suits yours and your family's needs. The Standard Bank Insurance team are on standby waiting for you to visit them online or to give them a call.
Protect what matters and get a quote for a life insurance plan that suits your needs and stand a chance to win one of 8 Samsung Galaxy S21 phones plus 100 gigs of Standard Bank mobile data for a year. To enter, SMS the keyword LIFE to 31492 to get a callback and a quote. It can be. You could be a winner.
It is always fun and games in the Afternoon Express Loft, but I'm all about my business too, honey. And my business is all things food. So, who is going to give us a rundown of what we prepared?
We have here these beautiful, deliciously tasty chili eggs with a beautiful yogurt dressing underneath. And then we went over a beautiful pesto, chicken garlicky pesto dish that we made right next to you, Pala. So we used lasagna sheets. We then have our Mexican beans and nacho salad. It is divine. And then my favorite, the ice cream sandwiches, which I cannot wait to dig in.
Yeah, I was about to say, we gotta eat super quick because we need to get to the desserts before it's melted.
And unless you're like me and you.
This can also make like a beautiful brunch.
This is a good brunch.
This is a good brunch.
Do me already. Thumbs up on that ice cream sandwich.
If at all you were trying to not lose weight, I'm gonna lie. If you're trying to lose people in your life, make ice cream sandwiches and have them for yourself. This is divine. You don't want to share this.
Really?
This is
like, you know, with these ice cream sandwiches, I'm thinking, you know, summer nights, like December, you know, at night, by the moon, you know, watching the stars outside your house,
and
having this with your bae or your kid or whoever, or by yourself.
Or by yourself. You know, Chef Aya, you just set up a perfect scene. Quickly, one thing that is in your fridge the summer season is...
Ooh, I always have granita. I always make granitas. I love granitas.
Yeah. Yourself,
I would have thought, like, I mean, it has to be an ice-cold bottle of something.
I love that.
I'm here for the honesty. For myself, it has to be like something dairy, like a milk or a yogurt, because I love making smoothies in the morning. Let's keep engaging on social media. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But these recipes are so quick, you may have missed them this week. And if you did, we've got you covered with our repeats this Saturday morning from 8:30 right here on S3. Then you definitely want to tune in next week, Tuesday and Thursday from 5:30 p.m. as we're joined by 2 beloved and dynamic female chefs who will show show us summer entertaining. I'm talking about the Lazy Makoti and Jackie Cameron. But until then, Mzansi City, good night, stay safe, and happy eating. Goodbye. Nothing beats being free. For breakfast with the team, family brunches, or having the